Mr. President, I recently returned from an official trip to the Indo-Pacific where I visited U.S. military installations in Hawaii and Guam and met with leaders in Palau, the Philippines, and Taiwan. That trip underscored a simple reality. We are living in a time of global unrest, and maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific is vital to the security of both the United States and our partners. On the final leg of the trip, I met with Taiwanese officials and saw firsthand how we can strengthen U.S. posture and deepen collaboration in the region. I was also struck by the warmth, hospitality, and the resilience of the Taiwanese people. For decades, our partnership with Taiwan has been anchored in democracy, in freedom, and in economic opportunity. Today, it is equally defined by innovation and resilience. A stronger Taiwan means a stronger United States, and vice versa. That is why both our nations must continue working deliberately and decisively to deepen cooperation. The payoff is clear: greater prosperity for our people and greater stability for the world. Taiwan has made remarkable progress in bolstering its self-defense in recent years. We should seize every opportunity to build on that momentum. At the same time, we must recognize the challenge before us. The Chinese Communist Party continues to threaten, pressure, and attempt to isolate Taiwan. These actions are unacceptable. The people of Taiwan have earned their place as a respected and indispensable part of the global economy. Here in the Senate, we understand the gravity of the challenge. The world is more dangerous today than at any point since World War II. And this moment demands seriousness and resolve. Taiwan is the test case for U.S. credibility in upholding a free and open rules-based order. If Taiwan were to fall under coercion, the consequences would reverberate far beyond the Taiwan Strait, shaking the confidence of our allies and emboldening adversaries worldwide. That is why integrated deterrence is essential. The world is safer when America leads, and it is not just Taiwan that feels pressure from China. The Philippines, one of America's treaty allies, is locked in a contentious territorial dispute with China. Beijing wrongly claims islands and shoals that have been internationally recognized as belonging to the Philippines. Yet Manila is standing its ground with remarkable courage, despite relentless Chinese pressure. And that deserves our deepest commendation. Our alliance with the Philippines is rooted in shared sacrifice. During World War II, U.S. and Filipino prisoners of war endured the horrors of the Bataan Death March, and together we fought to liberate the islands from Japanese occupation. General MacArthur's famous return symbolized the unbreakable bond between our peoples. That history of fighting shoulder to shoulder lives on today in our mutual defense treaty, in Exercise Balikatan, the largest annual exercise that we conduct together. Balikatan means shoulder to shoulder, and that is exactly how we continue to stand. Just as the Philippines is a vital ally, so too is Palau, a uniquely valued partner. As a compact of free association state, our relationship with Palau goes beyond a traditional alliance. It is both economic and military. Palauan citizens can live, work, and study in the United States. while U.S. forces have access to Palauan territory under the ironclad guarantee of American defense. That partnership, it is strengthened by the fact that Palau has continued to maintain diplomatic ties with Taiwan, even under enormous pressure from Beijing. Palau is a small nation by landmass and by population, but its exclusive economic zone is vast, and its courage to stand up to one of the world's largest bullies, it should not be underestimated. And Mr. President, Palau is breathtakingly beautiful, truly one of the most stunning places on earth. When President Whipps visited Washington, he gave me a book filled with page after page of Palau's incredible landscapes. But beneath that beauty lies real strategic importance. Palau reminds us that size is not what determines strength. Conviction is. Guam, home to over 150,000 U.S. citizens, is central to our Indo-Pacific posture. Together with partners like the Philippines, Palau, and Taiwan, we are building a network of deterrence that keeps the peace and safeguards freedoms. It's clear that Taiwan's defense is not Taiwan's problem alone. Any conflict in the region would have devastating worldwide consequences. It would likely halt Taiwan's advanced semiconductor production, which our electronics, automotive, and healthcare industries rely on. Economically, a conflict would disrupt global trade routes, potentially triggering a global financial crisis, and it would escalate regional military tensions, risk broader conflict, and cyber attacks. A strong American presence in the region lowers the odds of conflict and reassures our allies that they will never face these threats in isolation. All of this is why we need wise investment from both Washington and Taipei. It requires strengthening our deterrence networks and ensuring that our forces are ready for the threats of tomorrow. I'm proud that the Senate Armed Services Committee has made this a top priority and that the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2026 reflects that commitment. I look forward to voting for this must-pass legislation on the Senate floor and to vote on it very soon. That partnership between the United States and Taiwan is built on shared values and common purpose. It advances the security, prosperity, and freedom of our peoples. If we continue to invest in deterrence, I am confident that partnership will endure for generations. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.